Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Adedoyin. Hope you guys are good. Thank you so much for all the love that I received in my previous videos. Thank you for the likes. Some people were sharing, a lot of people were, it bust my head. Thank you guys. I do not take you guys for granted. You already know the drill. So before we even start, click the like button, because I noticed that a lot of you would watch this video. You now come to my WhatsApp and say, well done. Comment it below in the comment section. Tell me what you want to tell me on that WhatsApp. Tell me here now. Give me my flowers here on YouTube. So comment down below on YouTube. Click the like button, yes, before you even start watching the video at all. And then subscribe if you haven't, guys. I say this every day. It's these little things that matters. It's when you like, you subscribe, you comment, you share to your friends, that YouTube then can recommend or suggest my videos to other people, and then ultimately it's a win-win for everybody. Okay, so let's get down to business. Is one that I always speak with about, and like tell people who want to tell me, oh, they want to go to healthcare, they want to do healthcare assistant role, support worker role. I tell them these things. Do not apply for these jobs if that's going to be the topic of today's video. So number one, do not apply for this job if you are not patient. Hey! God, because of the nature of the work, and because of the fact that it's actually going to test your patience, because you'll be working with different people from different walks of life. You'll be working with people that are probably younger than you, and then you'll be wondering like, it's me that this one is talking to like this. Do you get? And sometimes you have challenging patients that will really test your patience, and you might just want to just give up and just be like, okay, I've tried my best. So you need to be extra patient with this kind of people, remembering first that they are vulnerable adults or vulnerable teenagers. That's why you are even taking care of them in the first instance. That's why you even have a job to start with. So you need to be very patient before you can do this job. If you are only no fufu, like if you have anger issues, guy, first of all, treat your anger issues first before you decide that, okay, this job is for you, because you can't excel in this job without patience. So do not apply for healthcare assistant roles or support worker roles if you are not patient. Imagine if a service user comes to you and slaps your face and your glasses actually comes off. What are you going to do? You slap your own bag, guys. You can't try that. You just have to be patient. So see where the patience comes in. You see some people just speak with you anyhow, call you ridiculous names. You cannot talk back because you're in a professional setting. You have to handle it professionally and be patient. Mind you, you know that you already lied on your interview that I'm a very patient person, I'm compassionate. This is where all those your skills will now come to play. So guys, do not apply for the healthcare assistant role if you're not patient. Another one will be that do not apply for the healthcare assistant role if you are not passionate about it. I know that it's a means to jackpot. It's even for those that are here at the moment, it's the ready-made job, that not ready-made, but like the easy to get jobs that we can all quickly get. Yeah, but do not rush into it if you know that I don't have passion for these things. Not everyone can do the job. A lot of people will just be like, no, they'll do a day or two and be like, it's not for me. So you need to check yourself and say, oh, am I really passionate about helping people? Am I really passionate about helping vulnerable people? Will I be able to stand the test of time when the time comes? Because this patience and passion, they go hand in hand, because it's only when you're passionate and would you be able to handle a difficult situation, because you know why you're there. You know that you are in to make people's life better. You know that you're there to make a difference in people's life at the end of the day. You know you are there to make sure that these people feel like individuals first before they are sick people. Do you get? So you need to be passionate about this job as well as be patient. They work hand in hand. If you do not have these two qualities, don't even bother applying. It's not for you. There are other ways to migrate to the UK. There are other jobs that you can do as a student in the UK or as a dependent in the UK that is not in the healthcare sector. So another thing I would say is that do not apply for this healthcare assistant role if you don't like taking instructions from people, because you definitely have to work with your senior healthcare assistants, you work with your team leads, you work with managers, deputy managers, you work with nurses. And mind you, you might be 40, and this set of people that I just told you be 21, 22, 23, 24. So if you're a kind of person that does not like to take instruction from people, and they say, oh, please, can you make room 105 a cup of tea? And the person is pressing their phone and say, D, can you make room 105 a cup of tea? You'll be wondering, can you want shit? Chicken, what are you doing? But you need to learn to take instructions from people regardless of their age, regardless of if you think, oh, this one is old enough to be my firstborn. No, it's professional. You're there to do the job, so be ready to act accordingly. So yes, I'll say, oh yeah, no problem, and I'll make a cup of tea as long as I get paid at the end of the week or at the end of the month. That's what matters, right? So that should be you guys' mindset as well. Like, okay, regardless of what I'm going to meet, regardless of who is going to be my boss, or regardless of who I'm going to work with, I'll work hand in hand. Because you've already said in your interview that, oh, I'm a team player, oh, I work well as a team. This is the time to show that you are really, really a team player, yeah? So you should be able to take instruction from people regardless of who they are, regardless of their age, regardless of if they are not doing something at the moment. Except, of course, if it's something you can't do on your own and legally you're supposed to do it with two people, then you call the person and say, oh, okay, maybe when you're done having a fag, we could, you know, go and do it together. But do not refuse blatantly and say, oh, what are you doing? Can't you do it? Things like that. They'll start noticing you and probably start putting you in their bad books or stuff like that. So learn to work hand in hand with these people. Learn to work hand in hand with your team, with your colleagues, your nurses, your team leads, and whoever you will be working with. So another one is, do not this one is very key, do not apply for this healthcare assistant role if you can't cite horrible things. You get some people, they are just, you know, by the time they see blood, they faint. What if you work in the NHS, in the health sector, when you are seeing different kind of things, A&E, accidents and emergency, you turn to patients. So that shouldn't be the case. If you know that, oh, you cannot stand horrible things, do not even apply. It's not for you, because you will see horrible things. In terms of wound dressings, you might be taking care of somebody that has bed sores, that is, you know, that is smelling, that is, you know, injury as a whole, because they are sick. That's why you are even there to take care of them. If you are working in hospitals, that one is even worse. Like, you'll be seeing different kind of things. I don't think I can work in hospitals. I don't think so. So know yourself and be true to yourself, because you will see people's legs that are amputated, people that have cancer that is deteriorating. You know, apart from that, people that, you obviously have to do personal care, wipe their bum when they go pardon my language, when they go incontinence. I think it's called incontinence now. So when they pass, you know, number 1 and number 2. So some people, as they are cleaning, they might be like, ugh, they want to vomit. That job is not for you. By the time you do, and your team lead walks by, won't they think that, what's this one doing on this job? So if you know that you're that kind of person, and in command area, like, you get, I don't know how to put it in English, you get, your body will do you one kind. If you see things like incontinence, things like, you know, things like that, blood, wound dressings, then run. This job is not for you. There are other things that you can do with your time than healthcare assistant role. Yeah. Another thing will be that do not apply for this healthcare assistant role if you give up easily. Because it's going to test your patience. There's no job that is easy, but it's not an easy job. So, like, if you give up easily and you get tired of things easily, you might just be like, oh, well, I'm done, I'm tired. You can't even be tired because you already collected certificate of sponsorship. So you have to work your contracted hours. So that you don't get frustrated, do not take this kind of job if you're the one that just get tired of things easily and just be like, I'm fed up, I'm tired, I can't do this anymore. In the UK, in fact, don't even come to the UK if that's your kind of person, because the UK will try you, it will test your patience, it will test everything that you believe in. So you have to be very resilient, you have to be very strong, very committed, strong, very strong-willed to do this job, or to even relocate anywhere, to be honest, because, you know, you're going to another land entirely. You probably, especially if you do not know anybody, so yeah, you or yourself or your family, you're starting a fresh new life. So it's going to test your patience. So if you're someone that gives up easily and just say, I can't do this anymore, I'm going home, then this job is not for you, because it's to test your patience. So you need all the strong willness that you have in you. If you do breathing exercises to deal with challenging situations, do it. If it is calming drugs or anxiety drugs that you use, take it. Just use whatever it is that will make you be sane, whatever it is that will make you calm, whatever it is that will make you to not lash out at people and not give up easily. So yeah, just thought to chip that in as well. Another thing that I'll say is, if you actually get this healthcare assistant role and you come to the UK, probably on sponsorship, have a plan. I understand that, okay, is this what I want to do for life? If they give you a 3 years or a 5 years visa, then plan towards it and say, okay, after 3 years, what next? Am I renewing with this organization? Am I going to get another organization to sponsor me for 2 years? And if it's 5 years, what next after you get your ILR, indefinite leave to remain? Are you going to continue in this healthcare sector? If you really are passionate about this job, do you plan to climb up the ladder? Would you, during your 5 or 3 years, have taken courses in nursing, if that is your line that you want to go through? Or maybe there are different things that you can actually do or grow from this healthcare assistant role. Like, I know that it satisfies the immediate, but like, what will be your goal afterwards? What are you doing with it afterwards? What's your 10 years plan from now? So have that at the back of your mind so that you don't get overwhelmed in it. Some people do this job for 15 years, 20 years. You meet some people when you go out and they'll be like, oh, I work in care. Oh, how long have you been doing care? You're here 25 years. Do you get? Those are people that actually have passion for the job. So you have to, if you think, oh, this is what you want to do on a daily basis, then go for it. And if not, plan ahead. Think that, okay, what's the next bus stop? What's my next point of action? What else am I going to do? So guys, I think that is everything. I just thought to put it out there. I've been telling people separately, but I just thought to do a general video so everybody can have access to it. If you're planning on picking up a job as a healthcare assistant, whether from abroad or you're already in the UK, first of all, check yourself and identify that, oh, okay, can I do this? Am I this type of person? Am I patient? Am I passionate about this job? Can I take instructions from people older than me? Things like that. Can I set horrible conditions? If yes is the answer to all these questions, then the job is for you. Do well to apply. Check my 2 previous videos. They are going to help you in your application process, and I am sure you're going to ace the interview and get the job of your dreams. Welcome to the end of this video. Thank you guys for staying till the end. I do not take you guys for granted. I remain your girl, Adedoyin. Don't be a stranger. Till I see you in my next video. Bye.